Hey guys.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to That's Just My Opinion. Today we have one of our guests, our special guest, Evelyn. And you guys might know her by Evy G.
Makeup by Evy G.
Yes, there you go. Makeup by Evy G.
As always, guys, before we start our episodes, of course, remember to follow us, TJMO Podcast, on Facebook and on Instagram. Tracy's and my Instagram is on there too. Tracy Michelle and Marlene Uribe. We are happy to have you guys back for another episode. We do know last week's episode was a little bit too deep. It was really, really deep, but
I loved it. I love
fucking crazy for that shit. We are whores for people with deep stories.
Yes.
And
I
honestly,
feel your
for
emotions.
sad stories,
I want to feel your soul.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like
soul.
I have this thing for making people cry. Like
she loves it.
100%. I've made Tracy cry. I've made Evelyn cry.
Off of it.
I made everyone
We're
cry.
all gonna get deep here.
We're all going to get deep. And today we're having one of my closest friends in the world. Her name is Evelyn Gutierrez in the motherfucking house.
Shout out myself.
And a lot of people obviously know that I know Evelyn, but you know the craziest thing in that I have not even known Evelyn for a year yet.
She's like, I've known her for like a week.
I have not known Evelyn for a week. Have you guys ever heard that fucking song that's like, they already best friends? How do I fucking love that song. It's like, they met last week, then they already best friends. That's so fucking hilarious.
Dude, that's literally us.
That's honestly, since day one, which is a story that we're not going to talk about right now because,
it's at that moment, yeah.
PG-13. But Evelyn and I met almost a year ago. And you don't know, like just you sometimes just meet people and you just fucking get along with these people.
Yeah.
Like you just do. You just fucking
instantly.
do. Like and the reason why we wanted to have Evelyn on today, because you guys know we only have interesting stories on our podcast.
Very interesting.
None of that, boring as
That's why I always
bullshit.
tune in and listen twice.
Period. So Evelyn is like our biggest supporter in the
Dude,
world.
Dude,
Like she listens to TJMO like nonstop.
I plug the fuck out of y'all.
Like this, like literally, like Evelyn lives with me, and I will wake up in the morning and I hear my voice, and I'm like,
Dude, I'm like,
what the
I'm
fuck?
like, what the
I'm having a whole
fuck is
conversation with
happening
Marlene and Tracey,
here?
just laughing, dude.
And then this bitch is like over here cooking, like,
Literally laughing at y'all. Like,
and I'm like,
yeah.
like she doesn't even fuck with me that hard, but she fucks with the podcast hard. Like that's dude, it's a whole fucking trip.
Like
But
she doesn't even think Marlene is like.
she doesn't even think I'm that cool. She
like
doesn't even think I'm that cool. But the podcast,
is different.
fuck that
yeah.
shit.
I don't even know that person.
I don't even know who the fuck this person. I like your alternative ego.
Yeah,
Way better
I love how like
than the real person.
The other side.
I walked into the apartment and Evelyn was like, "Oh, I know you. I know all about you."
Tracy. The famous Tracy.
And I was like, "Oh, hey, I know about you
super
too."
shy. Girl, stop playing with me.
For the longest time, I've been wanting for you guys to meet just because
I know.
just the energy that's going on. Like the
I
energy that's going on,
know.
it's always such a motherfucking trip. Like
know.
whenever I'm
I
with
love
Tracy, I
us.
mean, you guys know we fucking have a podcast to talk about it. And whenever we're with Evelyn, it's a whole fucking trip.
Dude,
it's a whole trip.
Let's get into it. Shit.
She's like,
fucking getting into it.
Yeah, stop fucking playing, Marlene.
Stop fucking
Hurry
around.
the fuck up. Introduce my
Evelyn has a
fucking
very,
shit.
very interesting story.
She
So
does.
Evelyn is around 23 years old.
23.
She's the youngest.
23 years old. And for any 23-year-old, you always want to believe these people are, in their party stage.
Yes.
And they are like, not really taking life seriously, or maybe still going to college, or, doing their own thing, which has nothing bad to do with it. Like, if you're still in that stage, baby
Shout out
girl,
to
you
you,
have
girl. Live your
Yep.
Live your life.
You have fun, baby girl, baby boy. You live your life, period. But the thing about Evelyn is that
Not every 23-year-old can say they've met Kim Kardashian.
Oh shit. Let's get it. Oh, y'all want to get into that story?
fuck yeah. Tell us a little bit about your story and mostly about what you believe makes you the person that you are today.
Let's share a little bit. I mean, as many people know me as, like, to anyone that has me on social media, shout out. Let me
I love
plug
how she has a
myself.
whole ass jacket on right now. And
man,
like,
I got cold.
it's fucking.
Dude, I got cold.
It's part of the style, guys.
Anyway,
We'll be doing live videos soon.
It's coming soon. Anyway,
It's like 90 degrees
no,
in here
as
right
many
now.
people know me, like how I started, how my name kind of got out there was through just like makeup by Evy G. That's how everyone knows me. At makeup by Evy G, Instagram.
Make sure you
and,
follow.
Facebook page. So that's how a lot of people knew me and how I started through making Facebook Live videos. And my journey just started like out of my mom being a hairstylist for over 25 years. And just like the fascination.
Shout out to Mama G.
Shout out to Mother Maria. That's what I call her. Lupita, shout out. I know y'all know her.
Y'all know you know her.
That's how I started, and kind of just like seeing that world, like seeing in that beauty industry, and also just being fascinated with just beauty
Yeah.
and women.
Yeah.
So that's how I was always in there, like with her working in the salon and just doing her thing, and she'd be there taking care of me, and I was taking my little brother, and I was just seeing her do her thing, work.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it just looks like fun. And I never thought of it until the time where I was actually sharing the story. And I have shared it with many people of like, how did you do it? Like, have you always been in it? And I was like, no, it's just randomly. Like, I just realized it afterward. And the story is, it's just like me looking through, seeing my mom and seeing her doing what she does, but me going more in depth of like seeing her, how the people felt afterwards.
Yeah.
Of how good they felt and how pretty they felt.
Yeah.
That's what made me feel like, oh, that's nice. So that's how it initially started. And
The beauty of it.
Of her doing makeup first. And I just kind of was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I would look through magazines, and I just, like, love seeing people.
How old
like,
were you when this was going through your head?
I was young. Dude, I was young. I was, like, maybe 8. No, younger than that, honestly.
Oh, you were like,
I was super young. I was super young.
You were a little baby.
I was a child. I was a little child.
I
I was like literally did not at the time. I didn't know. I was like very conscious, but I would just look through magazines while I was like I would see her working doing hair, and I would look through magazines. And I would just look at the models there, and I would just see like how beautiful they looked, and I just wanted to know who was doing that, like who was making them.
How
look
do you
so
make
beautiful.
that
Like,
happen?
how do I make that happen? Yeah.
You know
I
what the weirdest thing about and it's not weird. It's not weird. It's just someone as like, you know, the public's eye. I don't really fucking think about that. Like, I see a picture and the thing that comes to me is like, damn, this bitch is beautiful.
Yeah.
But
like,
it
she's
never
so
occurs to
pretty.
me, like
how
damn,
does
who
she
fucking did her
look?
makeup? Like,
Yeah,
who
like,
fucking
how
did
does
her
she
makeup?
look so beautiful. Like, who
Yeah.
did her makeup?
And that's why, because
That was very me.
that's what catches your eye.
Dude, that was very mean. So I would look at the picture and be like, who's doing this? And I would read. I'm very much a reader. I love reading. So I would read, and I would be like, damn, who's a fashion designer, who's doing the makeup, who's a model, who's the photographer, everything. So I would just read and I'd be like,
You
I would
just
love
like
to
the
do that.
glam of it. You just wanted the whole situation.
I loved who was doing everything behind the whole picture.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into it. My mom was doing like makeup at the time, and then I was just fascinated about it.
Yeah.
And
So has your mom like always did your mom like teach you how to do
No.
makeup or like
no. So how I started was watching YouTube videos. That's literally
So crazy.
Very, very
YouTube
funny.
University,
Yeah.
bitches?
Yeah, so
Yes.
I would watch YouTube videos, and then it all went into like one of my great friends, Sierra. She would like, oh, watch YouTube videos like so you can learn makeup. I was like, okay, whatever, I'm down. So I would start watching videos, and then like that's how I started learning, and then I don't know where.
So
I
when
started
did
seeing
you
my
like
mom.
officially start doing people's makeup?
It
Like
was-
how old were you
it
when you like
started
did someone's like full
officially.
face?
Like, let's say, okay, I started maybe 2014, 2015, but I would only do my sister's and my friend's makeup.
Yeah.
That's how I started. Because I was just like, okay, let me just do it out of fun. It's just
Yeah.
hobby.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel good. And then
fuck yeah, it makes you feel fulfilled.
It made me feel
because
happy.
It's your passion.
It made me feel happy.
It's your passion.
It made me feel happy. So that's one thing.
That's how Tracey feels about her passion.
That's one thing. And then,
you have no idea, sis.
No, I'm not. Okay. Well, that's another story.
That's another story for another motherfucking day.
That's another story. So then, like after that, then I like would see my mom do makeup, and then I told her like, hey, one time I told her she was doing someone's makeup for like a quinceañera. It was like, and I was like, can I do it? And she was like, yeah, go ahead. My
the quinceañera was probably like, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I ain't even paid for this shit.
Yeah, no, that's straight up. But my mom was like, you'll do it. Like, you've been doing it, like, just for fun. You can do it. My mom was very open, very, like, free spirit. Like, she was just, like, very supportive of anything. Yeah. So I love that. So I did it, and, like, I just fell in love with how the girl felt afterwards.
Aww,
so that to me
like
was
she really fucked with her makeup.
She she loved herself. Like she really loved how like beautiful she looked at the moment.
And I feel like in a way, like just how we were talking about this like last episode with Ariana, like makeup is an art.
Yeah.
Makeup is an art. Fashion is an art. Not just any fucking bitch can come up here and do makeup or do it good at least. You know, like anyone can do their makeup. Shit, I do my let's be real honest here. Yeah. I do my makeup the most basic fucking way in the world. And honestly, if y'all ask me, oh my God, what do you put on your face? Like, I always have that like stupid girl look on my face. I'm like shit, man.
I don't know. You know, I don't have my products with me.
I put some mascara on, and you know, I did my eyebrows. And dude, I swear, like I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Like I have no fucking idea what I'm doing ever. But I have Seen Evelyn in her vibe.
Yeah,
like I have seen her doing her thing, and you just. Like you, I mean, because you know, Evelyn, normally she's a super happy person. She always wants to be positive, and she does not fuck with people that have that negative shit. Like she does not have that negative shit. But also, whenever she starts doing her makeup, she is in a trance. Like she is literally like. Nothing is happening around her. Yeah. Nothing is happening around her. She's in her zone and she's just doing her makeup. And the reason, I mean, I've seen it several times before. I have gone with her to like different like makeup sessions and stuff like that where she has to do people's makeup. But the time that I like saw it the most was whenever we had that Aziza photo shoot. Whenever she did like her client, which was at the time was Ariana, right? Which I mean, you guys met last episode. She wants that simple makeup, that simple glam, that very natural, very raw situation. And for that photo shoot, we had different types of skin. So we had Annalisa, shout out. We have Carmen, shout out. And we had our friend Toya. And Toya has obviously like a darker type of skin. And everyone, like Annalisa is super white, and then Carmen has that more Mexican Hispanic girl, kind of like, you know, little like
some brown skin,
a little bit more brown skin, and then Toya has this beautiful darker brown skin, beautiful caramel. And just seeing her work with all of these people was a whole ass fucking vibe. Like it was she was in her zone, and she. Like, you would talk to her, and I promise you, like, she wouldn't hear you. Like, she was doing her own thing. And honestly, I want to believe, like, most of you guys have seen the pictures because I always fucking post them everywhere. But those pictures came out fucking bomb.
And they did.
They came up really, really nice.
I loved them.
And it was not only, obviously, Ariana making, you know, her magic behind the camera, and obviously, you know, with Aziza and the clothing, but Evelyn did such an amazing job with that makeup. She did such a and I feel like that has to do with your passion.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, whatever you're passionate about.
And I would ask you, like, and from the start, like I told you, like, hey, like I'm down to do it. Like I'm down. Like I love, even prior to knowing Ari, I love the whole message behind Aziza.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big advocate and all that. Yeah. And everyone knows that. Like
self-love, mental health kind of situation.
And all that stuff. So that's where I was like, I felt connected to Aziza and Ari without even knowing her at that time.
Yeah.
Where
And
it's
then
like, I
whenever
really
you
wanna
did, you
work
were
with-
like, fuck yeah, we're connected.
yeah.
We're super connected.
Yeah.
Ultra connected. Plugged in.
We are one.
We
are definitely one, and
You and I are one.
Yeah.
You and I are one.
We are
No,
connected
but
and
yeah, I mean, just like her whole, I feel like just like you, like the way that you like inspire like women and like you, like somebody can just go in because I feel like I don't always do like my makeup and stuff, like, you know, but whenever like I do feel like damn, like I feel like such a fucking badass bitch, like, you know, like I'm fucking pretty, like I'm so gorgeous, and like for you just to like inspire someone to like feel that type of way, like, you know, like you teach them like like, you know what, like, yeah, like you might like not like your, or like you might just like not even, it's not even like yourself, but like you might feel like not that hot like at that time, but like all you have to do is like just like put on a little bit of makeup.
Yeah, my thing is, and this is every time that I have a client, and every single time, I see their transition, their body image, the way they're feeling, their reaction through the whole process of how they change their feelings. Yeah, it's what's like makes me happy. I don't, and I've told everyone, I don't care about the money. I don't care about none of that. Like I feel you, and I'm seeing how you react, and I want you to feel comfortable, and I want you to feel beautiful after you're done with your makeup. I've had so many experiences. I've had so many people like come to me with not liking something that they're paying for, or of not feeling good or anything. I can tap into like doing the makeup and then going back into like my journey of from my spiritual journey to my fitness journey to everything, where people start relating to me in many ways. Yeah. So it's like very, very different. And that's what I kind of like, where people mostly know me as Makeup by Evy G. Mm-hmm. I started now letting people into the other parts of me. And that's what a lot of people don't know. That's why I was like, now I'm open to like share it. If people are open to listen. And I know many people are curious. And tell us about that journey. Like, tell us about like your new like spiritual journey. So my awakening started, my spiritual awakening, that's what I like to call it, a whole journey, and it's still a big, big one. Yeah. It started around 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, when my dad passed away, August 2017. That's when it started. That's when I was like, okay. I was like, I need to wake up. Yeah. I was like, I need to... I need to figure this shit out. I need to come to terms and accept everything that has happened to me. Yeah. So this is when it started. It lies back from all my traumas from when I was young, and I have shared this story before, but I've never said it like on through air. through a microphone through on air, so people can actually feel and listen to my voice. That's when it started, and that's when I started to like slowly making change of that awakening period. Was through when my dad passed, August, again, and it all started like that. And last year was probably the biggest breakthrough that I've ever had, because I finally opened up to my family and told them about my sexual abuse that had happened to me since I was 5 years old. My goodness. Yeah.
I told you we were getting deep tonight.
I know. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
It was I was 5 years old. It started at that.
Real deep.
Yeah. And I didn't acknowledge it at the time. Obviously, I was so young and innocent. Yeah. It was like a nightmare to me. And I just a little story. It was my grandfather. I was 5. I didn't acknowledge it because it happened again at 12. 11. Actually, no, at 10. So it's like so hazy to me until I have to like kind of put it back, like put the pieces back. Yeah, like at your 10, mind just automatically it kind of just shuts it out. Yeah, that's what happened when I was like so young.
It usually happens with like
with
dark
trauma.
Like,
yeah.
Your mind is so powerful.
It's so powerful. It's very, very powerful. So that's what happened. Like it happened again at 10. My cousin, and then it kept happening. It just kept happening. The abuse, the the like just so much abuse and so much manipulation that I did that I would just, it was so like for me just to allow that type of behavior.
It was normal for you.
It was so normal for me because it happened since I was so young.
Yeah.
To think it was okay to be treated that way.
Yeah.
At that time. And that's last year was the biggest breakthrough for me because even though like from 3 years ago when my dad had passed away, I was going through all these things, but I was still not accepting that and I was still not letting people know what was going on.
Yeah.
Because my family, no one knew. I just kept it in. And that's
which is what happens with a lot of people. Like,
yeah.
It happens in a lot of situations that you just don't.
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
they're gonna
saying.
believe you.
Last year was probably the best year of my life because I finally opened up and just let the truth out. I'm like, I'm gonna shed light as ugly as it is.
But let's take a minute and appreciate how long it takes you. Like it's a really strong thing to really, really come out with, especially when it has to do with family. Like when it has to do with family, like this was since like when you were 5. Like it's just a very ugly.
I think it all goes back to like how you're like just scared, like as like you're just scared, like you're scared to think like, are they gonna believe me? Like, you're like kind of scared to think like, are they gonna believe me? Like, are they like, you know? Because that's like one of the main things. And like Azalea's little cousin, like she kind of went through like some shit. Like it was just some fucked up shit. Like it wasn't that bad. It didn't get to like anything bad, thank God. But it was fucked up, and she ends up saying that she didn't want to tell her mother because like
her mom wouldn't believe her.
She felt like her mom wouldn't believe her, so she felt like she had to go and tell like her siblings. Like she had to go and tell her siblings first, so she can have like a background to it, to where like, you know, like somebody's gonna believe me, like my mom, you know, like because I told somebody else, like I now have like, you know. And I just thought it was like really sad because I like to teach Azalea like, hey, you know what, like you need to come to me, like with anything happens, like you need to make sure, because like I've always like, I mean, I don't know, just like what we like, just like, I don't know, just like, I guess like our like culture and shit.
It's very
don't even freaking get me started with our Mexican as machista culture.
And that was kind of like, and that was my like situation at the time where I was like, okay, either they're not gonna believe me or they think I'm like crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just shut out. I did not say anything. At 11 years old, I wanted to literally commit suicide. I wrote letters to everyone. I wrote letters to all my family. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm tired. But no one knew.
Yeah.
So I was writing letters.
What did you end up doing with those letters?
Dude, I remember, and I was telling this story to Ari, and I was writing letters to everyone, and at that time, as I was writing those letters, I was in my room, and I started tearing up. I was crying, literally. Like, I just vividly remember tears falling down.
I would not blame you, sister.
And I don't know, I just felt, I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, I know why I'm here, and I have to
overcome it,
and I have to I know I'm meant for something bigger. That's why I'm here on this earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And look at you.
So I ripped those papers up. I put them in a box.
Good. It was not the time. You were not ready to say goodbye. And even though that, you know, that thought, and so again, that's just my opinion, but even though you really, really thought about it, and even though it was something that really crossed your mind, and so the sad reality is that a lot of people go through this. A lot of people go through this, and a lot of people really do not want to talk about it, and a lot of people don't admit to it.
And that's the biggest thing that I was like, I know that I'm not the only one, because when I opened up and I said my story,
so many people reached out to me, telling me, you're so strong. I'm so inspired by you. They started sharing their story. And it gives me chills.
I know.
They started sharing. They started sharing their story.
And I know it gives. I know Tracey. I mean, you know, because you're obviously like, you have a daughter. Yeah. You have a daughter at 6 years old that you obviously do not want her to have to go through anything similar. And then also yourself.
Yeah.
Like as a person, like when I was younger, there was a point in my life where, you know, from a family member, there was a nasty situation where, you know, something like that happened, and it was never a thing to mention. You know, it was a secret. It was never something.
It's always
It's
worth
always a
mentioning.
secret.
It's
It was
never
always-
something
it's like
worth
hush, hush
mentioning.
type.
Like,
Yeah.
it didn't happen. That's
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
And people very close to me that like I know personally and that I know their abuser. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they have gone through it too. And it wasn't
Yeah.
one time. It was
Yeah.
several
Yeah.
times. And out of it, you're marked. And out of it, like your life is not the same.
Dude, it's
like
it's
your
very,
life is
it was,
not
it
the
was,
same.
like when I did that and I opened up and I shared my story because it was all through like the whole spiritual awakening stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, at that time, I was like, why? But now at this time, I'm like, now I know why.
Yeah.
Now I know I have to do what I have to do.
And it's
and
a
it's
very
my-
sad like
And
way
it's like,
of like
I've come to
but-
accept that was supposed to happen. So I can open up and be the person that I am
And
today.
you can
so you can help
inspire
others.
other people
so you can
and
help
help.
others.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can like
I was like, and all I want, and that's what I've always shared is I just want to give my love. I just want to give
Yeah.
my love. I want to share my peace. I was like, I want to give my happiness because that's all. That's what the world goes around. That's how the world goes around, and that's it.
With love
I've
and
always
peace.
said that. I've always said that, and people know that. People know that me. People from my friends to my family to people that I end up meeting. I was like, that's all. I just want to give you love.
Yeah.
That's it.
but that's the thing. Like you came out stronger. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
And another really, really big taboo situation is that guys go through this too.
Yeah,
They
I've
do.
had yes.
Like guys go through this
too.
too. And
Dude, yes.
not only like from other men, but also from
Women.
other women.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
so remember, I mean, we're completely open in this space. We're all super welcoming to absolutely everyone. And we understand that even though we're strong feminists, like we're
Yes.
all really hardcore on, you know, girl power, et cetera, et
Woman
cetera.
empowerment.
We also understand that sometimes it happens.
It happens to
guys.
men.
It does.
And honestly, we are fucking here for you too.
Yeah.
Like we are fucking here for you too, and we fucking believe you. And we will help you overcome it. We're not any type of like certified or specialist in any type of way. But if you need someone to listen, we're always here.
Dude, I've had, it's crazy because I've even had, when I shared my story, I had men tell me
Yeah.
that they were abused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Because that's the thing.
lot,
But
yes.
again, especially if you come from a fucking Mexican household,
I felt so like,
it's not a thing. It
I
didn't
felt
happen.
so much like peace and so much like, I'm so grateful that they were so open to share their story to me because
Yeah.
I know it's very difficult.
It's
hard.
It's very difficult.
difficult.
Because you start becoming in denial. You start becoming like it's a nightmare. That's how I was until I had to come to accept it, and I had to come to my realization and be like, I need to accept this trauma, learn from just know and just be aware of it, and move on. Because I can't
You have to acknowledge it.
I can't linger on
No.
into
can't
all of
heal
those because
forever.
I'm
You
going to affect
cannot
those people
heal
around
forever.
me. Because when I was younger, I was so, and I would like retract and I would go and talk to my sister and like tell everyone, I'm like, I look back at my own pictures, like when I was a child, I was like, why did I look so sad and angry? It's like, I look so sad and angry.
as a child.
I look so sad and angry, but I never understood. Like, I was like, why? Like, until now, I'm like,
You were just unhappy.
and I started telling
not-
my family, I was like, this is why I look so sad and angry. This is why I was so quiet, because my family always said, you're just a so quiet little girl. Like you.
And you were like, no.
I was like, and
was so, like,
at the time, at the
My
time, I didn't know what was going
taken
on.
away, fucking bitch.
At the time, I didn't know what was going on. Also, I was very like, I would flip my moods like crazy, like bipolar. My family would be like, you're literally bipolar. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And the thing was like, you're fine. When I wanted to talk, like when I wanted to speak up, it was always like I felt shut down. So I just kept shutting down until I just fucking broke through. Last year, I was like, fuck all of y'all. I'm gonna fucking say. I was like, I need to let it, like I need to
You
just
need to
move.
release it.
I need to release
Like,
it to just be happier. I was like, I want freedom. I want happiness. I want love. I was like, I'm tired. I'm so tired of feeling this way. I'm so tired of playing myself to pity myself, to victimize myself, because I I was like, I know I'm better than that. I was like, I know I'm better than I'm so strong, but I can't keep repeating a cycle that's gonna keep damaging me.
Yeah.
It's like I can't keep doing that
You
to
had
myself.
to release it.
But it has to get to a point where you have to understand it is not your fault.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand it's not your fault, and you have to understand that you're bigger than this, and it does not define
it's
you.
Like
it doesn't.
It's like find your bigger purpose.
Out
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, it's like you can't
Find your
blame
bigger
yourself
purpose.
for things that were not your fault.
Yeah, because it wasn't your fault.
You can't.
It wasn't
You can't
your
do that
fault.
to yourself. You're harming yourself. You're harming
Exactly.
yourself. You can't do that. You can't. I've done it. And I'm telling anyone out there like that's listening, you can't do that to yourself because you're just harming yourself. You're hurting yourself. You have to forgive. Forgive yourself to forgive others so you can heal and love and keep sharing that love and keep feeling that positivity that you have to for yourself so you can be better for others. And I've always preached this, always.
And let's share that love,
Amen.
guys. Let's fucking share that love.
Amen.
Because at the end of the day, the world is a very horrible place. At the end of the day, the world has a lot of negativity.
Choose a side. Choose a side.
But
choose love.
we always have to be aware that there is so much love in this world as
There's
well.
so much love.
There's so much
and
love.
it's
But
way
it
too
also
much.
has
It's
to
so
do with the
much
people
easier
you
to
surround
love.
yourself
Yeah.
with.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It has to do a lot with the people you surround
Yeah.
yourself with, and always choose love. Always. Even if people fucking piss you off, because there's some fucking horrible ass people in this world.
It's okay. Take like 5 minutes to be super mad, and then after that, like just be like,
Release
hey, you
that.
know what? Like
Release that
it
energy.
and
You don't
be
want
like,
that
you know
energy
what?
inside
Like,
of
Release
you.
it, but
Yep.
release it to your own self in the best form that you can, so you won't affect others and you won't affect yourself. That's what I had to
Period. And that's on
control
period,
your
guys,
emotions,
and that's on period.
so you can be better for yourself. It's very
I feel
tough.
like that's talking to me right now.
It's very, very tough, but you have to release those emotions so you won't affect the people around you.
Yeah.
Because once you start releasing emotions that are not necessary, like anger, all those sadness that you're projecting onto others, you're projecting that energy onto others, and it's going to affect others. I know, because it's really, really well aware. I would never want to do that to others. Anything that I'm starting feeling, I need to get out of your space. Because it's my feelings, it's my emotions.
And
I have to get out of that zone.
It gets ugly. It gets
Yeah.
nasty.
And anyone that has that,
do not project that onto other people, because
you have
it's
to
not their
protect-
fault that
it's not
you're
their fault.
angry.
That's your feelings and your emotions. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your energy. You have to protect whatever's around you, because you soak everything in.
You're a sponge, guys. Remember,
you soak everything in. You can't do that to yourself, and you can't lash out. You can't lash out either at people that don't understand you, that fully understand. You have to communicate too. You have to be,
and you can also not expect people to always understand.
to always understand.
And that's something that I always fucking preach about.
Yes.
You cannot control the way your words make other people feel.
Yeah.
And other people cannot control the way their words make you feel. My mom always told me this.
You have to understand.
You have 2 jobs. And I'm going to fucking tell this saying in fucking Spanish. Tienes 2 trabajos, enojarte y contentarte. Which is, you have 2 jobs. Either getting mad and getting like happy again, like getting over your madness,
Getting over it.
like getting over it.
it.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It is all within you.
Yep.
Yeah,
And my dad
within
always told me this. Your mind is a very, very powerful
It's
thing.
very
It is very
powerful.
powerful. And
powerful.
you decide your emotions.
Yes, man.
You decide. No one makes you mad unless you let them make you mad.
want to make them mad.
Unless you
You do
let
that.
their words
Facts.
get to you
Yep.
and make
It's
you
a trigger.
mad.
It's a trigger response. It's like what's triggering you as to why you are reacting the way you're reacting. So then you start reflecting. And you're like, there's no
Which
reason.
is also a very fucking hard thing to do.
Very
if
hard.
someone
Oh, it
if someone
is.
is
Very hard.
fucking pissing you off, yeah, they may fucking deserve a slap in the face, but what is that bringing to you?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
What-
good
what-
anything.
Why is it
There you go.
telling this person off and you being that bad bitch that wants to fight a fucking bitch in the club? What is it?
What are you
for
doing? What are you
What is
gaining
it
from it?
doing?
What is it doing for you?
Are you winning?
I
Nada.
personally think you look fucking ridiculous.
I have never, and this is what I always like to share, and every time with anyone, men, women, fucking aliens, whatever. It's like
Aliens on the border.
I don't know whatever you are, whoever you are in this world, I will
Whatever you
always give you
decide to
love.
be.
It's like I don't have no reason to judge you. I have no reason to shame you. I have no reason to hate you. I have no reason to anything. There's no reason for me to do that. Who am I? I'm just here. Do what I have to do. I have
I'm
to
just
give you
doing my own thing.
I just have to give you whatever I have to give you is my love, and help you whatever in the way I can. That's it. Like I'm not trying to do no extra shit. I'm never gonna fight. I'm never have to shame no other person, because who am I? I'm no better than you. You're no better than me.
Exactly. Evelyn, and what would you say I had that breathing like really fucking hardcore into the mic. I'm so sorry about that, guys. But what do you think would be something that you really, 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 really want to tell our speakers? Like, or our listeners in this situation? What is something that is like really, really something that you just really want to put out there?
What is something I really want to share to the people on TJMO? It is that I want to give y'all just a little insight. This is a really good quote. I'm going to share this quote, so y'all can just be a little more conscious of how you reflect on others. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me.
I love that.
Damn. I really
I'm gonna end it with this. Just give love, get love.
Yes.
Period. Another
it's
thing
all about love. It's all about love. Love. Peace and love.
Like if anyone,
love and kindness always.
If
on some hippie shit, peace and love and kindness always.
And another thing we really, really want to share, guys, just because we did touch the subject of suicide, is we do want to share with you the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. This is a number that you can call 24 hours a day. They do have both English and Spanish, and we're not even fucking getting paid for this shit. It's just something that
because we've been talking about
we mentioned it, and we talked mental health, and we mentioned the situation right now, which are like two of the most difficult subjects to really have here. And honestly, we had these really special people talk about the situation with us. And the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 800-273-8255, guys. Always remember that there is someone wanting to hear your story. There is someone wanting to talk to you, and there's someone
and I'm actually
that
certified.
is there.
I'm actually
there's someone
certified for suicide. So I mean, if you guys ever want to,
she's certified, but
I'm certified.
She's circumcised, but
she's certified to suicide. So she's trying to die. She knows exactly.
So guys, but it's not a fucking joke. Like I know we fucking talked fucking chingos of shit, but it's not a joke. We really take it seriously, and we're being 100% for real. Like we do not believe we're like the shit, but always feel free to reach out to any of us. Like Evelyn is someone that not only has she personally gone through it, but she has always really wanted to help other people, and she is on the road to be a lifestyle coach, and just helping other people and see what else we can go ahead and do besides the grind of making like vegan alkaline freaking like food, and just everything else is also there,
everything in between.
And also remember, guys, there's always someone that wants to listen to you, and there's always someone that is going to believe you. So with this very, very important episode, and something that's very special to us and really is close to our heart, we promise to keep it short, even though we fucking speak like chingos, but
I know.
We don't know
how to shut up.
We don't know how to shut up. That's why we work in customer service.
That's why we talk about.
But thank you so much again for listening, guys, and I really cannot believe that this is like episode 5 or some shit. Like, wow, 5 episodes of this motherfucking crap.
Shout out.
Thank you so much to everyone that has made this possible. Thank you for everyone that has been on the show. Thank you so much for our producer. And thank you for Tracey for believing and just, staying here and traveling back and forth to be able to make these podcasts. And we appreciate every single person that listens and every single person that takes us seriously.
I know.
At the end of the day, guys, remember that's just our opinion. And also follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook at TJMO Podcast. Make sure to follow our friend Evy G.
Evelyn Gutierrez on at Makeup by Evy G on Facebook and Instagram. And at Life with Evy G on Twitter.
where you guys can
and
get all that
Instagram.
really,
And
really
if y'all
good
want
tea.
some food and get some good ass food at vivalavida.ca. Viva la vida.
Period. And we're very, very thankful with everyone that has stayed to listen to this. And we think it's very important. We think it's very important to always be aware that we are here. That's it. That's it. That's how we're going to end up this episode today.
Love always.
Thank you so much again for listening to us.
So much peace and love.
We
Bye,
love it.
guys. We love you
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Bye.